Welcome to the Scoop World Order Saturday Party JTT edition. Nevadabuck, I'm with you. We're on JTT Watch Day number 685. We are almost to July. How are you feeling today, sir?
You know, I'm a happy panda today. I'm feeling really good about things, and you know you and I were talking earlier, and I was like, it seems like it was just yesterday we were talking about JTT, because it was just yesterday we were talking about JTT, but I think that there's been some significant changes in terms of Ohio State's position on this. We've always felt good, we've always felt confident, and I was giving you like a 1% chance on Washington. Well, I'd say Washington's gone. Washington's chance is down to 0%. So if there's any Washington Husky fans out there, it's over, man. I hate to tell you, it's over. USC fans, I had given you 2%. No, you're not getting them either. And for the Oregon Ducks fans out there that I know that frequent this podcast and listen to this, you're not getting them either. So I'm officially going all in on my
all
team.
zeros.
I'm going all in.
So
I'm going all in.
It's like your GPA is 0.00. All zeros.
Exactly. Precisely. That's exactly what it is. It's like my
Nevadabuck GPA has appeared.
Yes.
That's
I'm
awesome.
going with that. So Ohio State fans could be happy pandas, and all those Oregon Duck fans out there, sad pandas. Very sad pandas.
Sad.
And
oh my God.
We are on official commitment watch. I don't know when it's going to break. But it's one of those things that could be any time. It could be any time. He's taken this long to do it. I think this could drop this weekend. It could be earlier next week, but it's happening.
How great was it when he canceled his BAMA visit, when that was the visit that everyone was kind of worried about, including us, where it's like they had the last visit, and they kind of got to see. It's like doing a group project where you get to see what everybody else does, and you might be able to go back and edit yours and make yours better, or make yours kind of top the other visits. How great was it when that visit got canceled in your eyes for Ohio State?
Well, and clearly that was great news all the way around, because Bama is a formidable competitor on so many different fronts, and that was certainly something that you always had to be worried about them and their recruiting chops. But as we talked about, these trips are grueling. These recruiting trips cross country. You're flying coach. You're connecting in Denver or something like that, and you're going. I mean, these things are no picnic. Sitting in the back, got your tickets, going out there. 9 hours, 10 hours of traveling. I mean, it's no picnic. So, I think for him, he's relieved to have this thing over, and then he can go through the kind of the fanfare of the announcement, and then pack up his stuff, get the things, head to Columbus, and start getting things going for being a Buckeye. We've got I think it's the summer quarter semester or whatever thing that starts on July 5th. So I think he'd have to be enrolled prior to that. And the timing should line up just perfectly. I mean, everything seems to be falling right into place. And short of something catastrophic happening at this point, I think Ohio State fans are going to have some really, really good news here shortly.
Yeah, I'm excited. Do you think the combination of him and Jack Sawyer in the same class is the best pairing of defensive ends you've ever seen in Ohio State history, since you've been covering recruiting for 50 years or so?
Yeah, it's been a long time, and I've never seen anything like it. I mean, Jack Sawyer, we all saw what he did in the spring game. JTT is the consensus number one player in the country, comes from the other side. I don't think any teams ever, forget Ohio State, I don't think any teams ever had two incoming freshmen defensive ends, this highly regarded, this good, and guys are going to be immediate impact. And to have, it's just one of those situations where it's great to have one great pass rushing defensive end, but when you have a second one on the other side, it's 1 + 1 = 4. I mean, it's really, there's a multiplicative effect. So they're on each other, and they're going to drive each other in practice. They're going to help each other out in games, because you got to pick who you can double team, because you can't double team both of them. So one of those guys is going to be coming off the edge and getting a single, and And we saw what Chase Young did. When Chase Young was blocked one-on-one, he was virtually unblockable. So they had to roll second half. Imagine if you had another Chase Young on the other side. You'd be at the quarterback. Everything would be 3-step drops and out. So.
Yeah, it's crazy. And honestly, I don't think we've ever seen 2 defensive ends in a class like this, because defensive ends are sensitive like quarterbacks, and they're, well, you've already got one defensive end. Why are you going after another? Because I'll never forget when we were recruiting Joey Bosa, and we wanted to take Taekwon Lewis. And, in recruiting, we're very creative. So we make up names for positions that are exactly the same thing, just as a recruiting tool. So we'll say Joey Bosa is a defensive end, but Taekwon Lewis, which lines up in the exact same position as a defensive end, is a Viper. So you can't, don't be mad, Mr. Bosa, or John Bosa, that he is not a defensive end. He is a Viper. And what's the difference? One's called a Viper.
Yeah,
one's called a defensive end.
It's funny how you had 2 defensive ends whose recruitments couldn't have been more different. You had Jack Sawyer, who committed early, really early, sat out his senior season. And I think in recruit, with incoming kids to Ohio State, I've been seeing this for years and years. Fans tend to discount kids that commit early, because they're just not seen as valuable from a recruiting standpoint as those kids that break late. Those signing day commitments or those post signing day commitments. But Jack Sawyer. He's another Bosa. He's another Chase Young. He's a super freak, but I think people forget about him because he committed so early. I think people were shocked when they saw him in the spring games. They're like, "Wow, who's this kid? He's unbelievable," because he hadn't drugged this thing up. But he's the same class as JTT, and JTT's still on commitment watch. So it's wild to think that we have these 2 coming in together. It's going to be fun. They're going to definitely drive each other. They're definitely going to make each other better. And I think Jack played a small part, but played a part for sure in this recruitment. And I think it certainly was a net positive.
Yeah, and I think Jack is going to be ready to rock early because he enrolled early and he went through spring ball. He's been through all this conditioning work. So, I'm excited for JTT to get on campus just so that he can get running with the team. Because our summer conditioning sucks. It's no joke. And, if you're not in it, like there's nothing you can usually do at your hometown gym or rec center or high school that matches the competition and the pain that Mickey Marotti can dish out, along with your teammates in your position group mates that you're racing against and competing against. And, like the intensity is pretty severe at Ohio State in the summer. And, I can't wait for him to get in so that he can experience that, because I think that it pushes kids to become great when they have to compete against Jack Sawyer in a shuttle run or in a gas or whatever, because that's something where, when he does make his decision, he's got to get to wherever he's going as fast as possible. Obviously, we all know it's going to be Ohio State, but you got to get on campus and get grinding, because August is almost here. It's crazy to think that this year we're almost to July in a week, and then August camp starts. So in a month, like you're putting shoulder pads on and grinding, and you got to put in that work in the summer to be ready for that. You got to run out in the heat, and you got to be in shape, because there's nothing worse than showing up to camp and you haven't been getting it in the way that all of your teammates have been getting it in, because that's with how college football is now. Kids, they either enroll in January and graduate early, or they're all here by like the beginning of May, June. As soon as they're out of high school, they're right on campus and they get all that summer conditioning. And so he's got to get up to speed on that. But I'm excited about it. This has been an exciting few weeks on the scoop. Do you have anything else to talk about regarding him? Any other time frame stuff? Any other inside stuff? I think that as much as people made fun of the airport visit, arrival, like that actually turned out to be great. Like people, like everyone, like I think he really liked the effort they put in. And but any other thoughts from you, Nevada?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. There's a video that's they put out on that. It's called like the exact moment that JTT decided he wanted to be a Buckeye or something like that, and it referenced back to that. airport visit and the famous hug with him and Ryan Day. You could see the genuine affection between those guys, and that video's kind of gone viral and really taken off in terms of doing things. And I you wonder, you always say, this was a long recruitment that was, over months and months and even years. But it came down to like one moment, and you could see it all coming together in that one moment with the Ohio State staff and them all being there, ready to welcome into the family. And I think we saw the witness of when that happened, and now we go from the JTT the recruit to JTT the player, and it's going to be just fun opening up a new chapter and seeing how he does. But yeah, I that video, if you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. It's real fun, and it's a couple of minutes long, and I think it really kind of captures the moment.
And shout out to Nevadabuck for putting that together. Nevadabuck she's our new film editor, doing a great job preparing cheese doodles and Pokemon cards, but she's doing great.
Yeah.
Check out our TikTok channel, man. We are getting hip. We're hip. We're hip now. It's official, Nevada. We are hip. TikTok, Instagram. I don't even know what's going to come next. We'll be doing Dance Revolution next. It's going to be crazy. It's the new and improved Buckeye Scoop. Every form of media you can imagine is coming your way via us. So, but any time frame? You think in the next week he's got to pull the trigger?
I think it's any day. I think we're definitely hours to days as opposed to days to weeks. I think it could happen at any time. So, stay tuned, stay close to your phone or your mobile device or whatever you have, because I think this is happening very, very soon.
I completely agree with you. Well, there's our Saturday JTT update, baby. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Make sure you get on the Scoop. The Scoop is literally our largest day of all time yesterday in terms of views and refreshes, videos. I mean, it's been crazy. And today is trending to be almost exactly the same. So we are cranking out some content on the Scoop. And we appreciate you, Scoop family. And any of you that aren't a part of the Scoop family, we'd love to have you on BuckeyeScoop.com. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Nevadabuck. You're the best. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you.